So what's going on, guys? Finally, I know it's been a couple of days since an update, but she's in. She's bolted down. I didn't do the prettiest job at, I'll be honest with you, I ain't no fabricator. I ain't done the prettiest job, man. I had to cut up that damn, my bottom plate a bit to get it to fit in. But, and like I said, I'm gonna do a more detailed how-to when the intake comes in. And I'm still waiting on the intake. It'll be here Wednesday. So I'll get the intake plate, jet, and the filter itself. And then I'll be able to rock and roll on this thing. Somebody was saying, oh, I'm gonna have a hard time finding exhaust. And I really didn't. Actually, I'm gonna send a link in the description. I'm actually gonna do a video of an exhaust company on Amazon that actually makes some really great exhaust for these bikes. Not only for the Little Rascal, Big Rascal, all the Colemans. All my Colemans have their exhaust, and they make a great exhaust. If you look right here, yeah, I know it's a little wide, and we're gonna adjust it a little bit. So what we're gonna do is, see, it fits perfect. And actually, it doesn't even really get in the way. But what I'm gonna do is we're gonna cut it and bring it in more. I'm gonna cut it, weld it, and bring it inside more. So we're gonna put it more close to the frame right here. Hey, Ralph, you wanna get this camera real quick? I want to show me sitting on it somehow, because it really doesn't get in the way. I mean, like I said, this is going to be a 660-foot bike, 330 bike. Let me grab that. And if you look, honestly, you look, when you're riding, it's back here. I'm going to wrap it. So I am going to wrap it, but in all reality, this is going to be a 660 bike. It's just going to be a drag bike. You're gonna spend your time up here anyway. You're gonna spend most of your time up here, going down the drag strip, or you're down the road, and boom. Even when you're riding, as long as you're careful. I mean, when you're riding this thing anyway, look, there's gonna be some space there. Actually, this torque version is gonna be there. So you're gonna have, there's gonna be some space there. You're really not gonna get burnt. But we're gonna wrap this in automotive heat wrap, not that junk shrink wrap stuff that they sell on some of these mini bike sites. Like I said, we're gonna cut the exhaust, bring it in a bit, and when we get the intake filter, which will be Wednesday, we should be ready to roll. And I'm gonna break down pretty much of how I got it installed. You gotta grind down the engine a bit, little flaps on the engine. You had to get a shorter plug, and I'm gonna go detailed in how you can do that. You could do a better job at what I did. You might be better at drilling, cutting, and stuff. And on the top plate itself, maybe do a little bit cleaner, nicer job than I did. But hey, I did what I could with the tools I had from Harbor Freight. Like I said, it's just a little update of the bike, and I'll take it from here. Excuse my hair. I'm out here sweating, working on this damn thing for 2 days here and there when I had a chance to. Because you see this fat boy right here, he thinks he's gonna win, but he ain't winning shit. He thinks his little Tilton 225 is gonna be able to take the 301 Rascal, but I doubt it. We're gonna work on a front brake setup, and there's also a guy that on the Little Rascal site, and I forget his name, but I kind of copied. I kind of did a screenshot of his pictures, and he upgraded his tires to the Big Rascal tires, where he kind of notched this in a bit. So we're gonna do that too. We're gonna notch this in and put the Big Rascal tires on here, so have a bigger tire, have a higher top speed. But like I said, all I'm lacking right now is the intake, and she'll be ready to go. She's bolted down. I need to get some better bolts for it, but I mean, I did a decent job. This bike is going to get powder coated, so I'm gonna fill these spots that I grinded down. I'm gonna fill them in, or have my buddy fill them in, and we're just gonna get it powder coated. But like I said, it's just a little update. You can get an exhaust for a 301 Rascal. And like I said, these guys make top-notch exhausts. These aren't weenie pipes like some of these other exhausts. Like some of these other companies, they sell these RFV muffler or whatever the hell you call it. If you could use that type of muffler, you have a weenie pipe. All right, so these things are, I mean, these exhausts are always, they're really big. What else? I mean, that's pretty much it. Here's just a little short clip of the 301 Rascal. She's gonna be a ripper for sure. I mean, this bike was crazy with the 212 and the torque converter, so I can only imagine with the 301 what kind of numbers it's gonna lay down. We're also gonna get rid of this gas tank up here, and I'm gonna get a 1 gallon. And the original bracket broke off of here after about 24 hours, or well, we'll call it 24 hours of riding. It ended up snapping, falling off. So we're gonna get it re-welded, but we're gonna weld it up higher and have the gas tank sit up more higher, about right up. Have the gas tank sit up right about here, you know, big old gas tank on there, because it's gonna need it. It also be a little support for me, keeping from sliding off the bike. Well, you guys have a good one. Just a little update. I'm gonna do a better update when that filter comes in and show you what I had to do to actually get this bike in. A couple little tricks and stuff we had to do to get it to fit, but it's in there. You guys have a good one. Where you help even when I don't.